What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and we are rolling on with some rookie film reviews. We're taking a look at Saints wide receiver Chris Olave today. Olave had a pretty solid rookie season, 72 catches, 1,044 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and a whopping 2.42 yards per route run. That is in the elite tier. And really, when you look at his film, you see why many are projecting big things in store for Olave in year 2. So let's dive into the film and take a look at Olave. All right, guys, here we go into the film room, taking a look at all things Chris Olave from his rookie season. I think you could have legitimately put 20 clips of him running those deeper curl routes where he's staying tight to the break, working back to the ball, easy stuff. We'll have some of that in here and kind of describe those, but there's so much more on film as well. Bottom of your screen, it may be a little tougher to see, but everything's vertical until it isn't. A little pressure rocker step there if you didn't see it. We'll go back one more time. Right here, pressure, rocker step, win the out route with separation. Defender stumbles in the process. He created a lot of easy separation in this Falcons game. Here's one against man coverage here. Even. He has now got a little bit of a stack going on here up top. Sink the hips. Easy out of the break. And when you stay efficient with stuff like comeback routes, one of the harder routes to win, especially against man coverage. Did a really tremendous job there. Okay, sell, outside leverage, get the corner to open up, snap off a slant route. That's an easy win if that ball's looking his way at all. Again, when you threaten leverage, when you threaten uncomfortable positions and get corners in uncomfortable positions, you've already won as a receiver. And Olave does that at a very high level. Here up top, you've seen this maybe at Ohio State. This was a very viral play of his, peeking back at the quarterback to potentially look for a fade route, sell to the corner, snap the route back, work to the pylon on the comeback route, and we've got enough separation in what's usually tight quarters in the red zone. This much separation is huge for receivers. Olave, tremendous job there. Okay, chair route, right, against Tampa Bay. Sell out, little pressure on the out step there, and work to stack the defender on a vertical plane. Did a good job there. He got back on his line, if you couldn't tell. But again, that pressure step to the outside freezes the defender just enough. Stack, get back on your line. Just, again, loses balance in the throw a little bit too deep. I think he does a great job here. Again, everything's vertical till it isn't. Really nice sinking of the hips on the out route there. He's just so dang efficient through his breaks. It's very tough to handle him in man coverage. This is really good, selling vertical route the whole way. And how about this? 1-2, and we're out of the break. That's really sudden. That's really efficient. That's hard to do. Throw was a little bit offline, a little bit of contact, so the rhythm wasn't quite there and the timing, but when you can get 2 steps out of a break like this, I mean, bam, 1-2, done, and we're out of that break. It's mad impressive when you got guys who can do stuff like that. Once again, when you make everything vertical, it's very tough to defend you because defenders have to respect you because of the speed that you have when you threaten vertically. But again, when you are as efficient with your breaks as Olave is, now you've created conflict. And that's the best type of thing. Now, defender kind of lost sight of him. Olave's got the deep speed to handle this. Really nice tracking of the football. Hauls it in. Now, fumble and ball security was a little bit of an issue. Playing through contact was a little bit of an issue. This time the contact happened to be the ground. A little bit of an unfortunate fumble there. Have to make sure we clean that up going into year 2. Once again, everything's vertical till it isn't. Win vertically. Get in a corner in an uncomfortable position where they have to be basically in panic recovery mode. What Olave does a great job here is he slows the stride, makes sure, okay, I'm going to give myself an advantageous position at the catch point. Then I'm going to go win it through contact. And again, does a great job. I'll play it in full speed here. You'll see him slow his stride up. Slow. Good. Go elevate and win the ball in the air. Now, this is a really tough route to defend, especially when everything is treated as a vertical route. The instant the corner has to flip his hips and respect you getting vertical, and when you can snap off routes like this, especially when the corner is mid-turn and in the blind spot, it's very tough. Really impressive curl route there by Olave. Impressive that he can generate that type of route break efficiency at that heightened speed. One of the patented curl routes. Again, do a great job of when you're playing against zone coverage and you've got these curl routes, you understand the defenders are going to be closing on this. So what you have to do is continue to work back to the ball. This time not as much, but he gives himself, again, an advantageous position at the catch point, is able to go low. And when he needs to body catch, he does. That's fine there, going low to the ground. Good catch for Olave. And then, of course, what else can you do for your quarterback? You can go up in the air. You can win the ball. You can expand the catch radius, expand the target zone. For the quarterback, have that type of catch radius is always a plus for receivers. Here against Minnesota, it's just up the seam. And in overtime, need to have something here. Again, stem to the outside, get the corner in a bad position, use your hands to get across that contact. Don't get disrupted on your route. And then go elevate and win the ball above the rim. Impressive play from Olave. Here's another impressive one. Again, same type of thing here in this type of defense. Again, tight curl route. We're going to work back to the ball. Again, go win it at the high point. And then, as we're landing, something his teammate at Ohio State, Garrett Wilson, was very good at is elevating, jumping up, and then using that type of momentum that you're going back to earth to generate some explosive movements. Here, combine that explosive movement with great awareness of where the first down marker is. Again, stay balanced, put his hand on the ground, and was able to pick up a first down. Really nice hop skip type of release here. See that little hop skip, and then look at that arm swipe to clear contact. Really easy stack for him on this route, but again, quick thinking from Olave. Already sees, where's Andy Dalton? Scramble drill. Okay, whoopsie. This is going to evade contact really well there, and then find soft spot in zone coverage for the scramble drill. Help out your quarterback every way you can. We'll see another one here. Again, Olave working between the two backers. Immediately sees that Dalton is scrambling. It's almost mirrored. As soon as Dalton takes off, Olave understands, okay, I need to move. I need to work to the soft spot in the zone. Great recognition skills, great ability against zone coverage. Really all around thrilled with Olave's game. Now, this is where, again, everything is vertical matters. You press your vertical here. Corner has to keep up with you. When you're as efficient like this through the route break, it opens up so many doors of separation ability. It just makes things like that super easy. Inside stem here. And again, commit OPI. Fight through contact. Whatever it takes to get open. He does so there. Didn't get a target, unfortunately. But again, do what you got to do in terms of working through contact. Once again, look at how tight we're staying on this turn through the out route. And he's given himself room. He's given himself a little bit of leeway in terms of, okay, if the defender closes, I still have space. It's still advantageous for me at the catch point. Here against Pittsburgh. Once again, now, a little bit tighter coverage on this curl route. So, understands, got to scamper back to the ball, elevate, catch through contact. Doesn't have to do that very often. Through contact wasn't his biggest skill, right? But does so there. And when you elevate with strong hands like that, it makes it easier. Again, when you're going to play lackadaisical backpedal and you don't respect Olave even with cushion, he'll eat it up in a hurry, win vertically. We got ourselves 6 points just like that. And that's what makes Olave dangerous, especially from the slot, is going up the seam on a lot of these. Now, two of my favorites came against the Niners here, and neither of these were completed passes, so you have to bear with me. But what he does a great job of is, okay, make the adjustment, slow your strides to try and win the catch point. I love the process here, even if he didn't complete this, right? He's got room. He had space. He had the ability to win vertically. If the ball was placed well further down the field, he might score. But he needs to make an adjustment and help his QB out. He did so. He got in an advantageous position, elevates to try and win the ball, just didn't come down with this one. I still love the process. I think that process and what we've heard out of camp so far is that Olave's winning more at the catch point. I imagine we'll see more of those type of plays this season. Now, I love this one because it's extremely important. Hopefully, I don't know if this is correct or not, but when you see this immediately, see Safety shifts back. We're in too high shell right here. Where does the Saints want to work with this trips formation? They want to work up the seams and create a lot of stress on the zone up the seam. And I think Warner realizes this as soon as he sees all of these guys pressing pretty hard vertically. So Warner's already opening, and ideally Warner wants to be able to open up to carry this guy up the seam, Olave in this case. But maybe Olave already recognizes that's the case, already sees, okay, Warner's already opening up vertically. What if I bend this route off early and give my quarterback a window even earlier? And I think he might have done that on this play, legitimately. It's impossible to know without being in the room. But once he sees Warner completely turn towards the sideline, he bends the route off. Got to wonder if that's just impressive post-snap cognitive skill set that makes you understand, okay, I understand what coverage is. I understand where I got to work to find open space. Another one against Atlanta. Again, curl route in good position against zone coverage, and he does a good job there planting the feet and exploding up the field to get some gain after the catch. Once again, fight through contact to get open. Does so against Terrell there. Really like that rep from Olave. 2 against Philly that are really good. Again, against pretty soft coverage. We're going to stem inside. We're going to get Slay moving where we want him to go. He's opened up to the opposite sideline now. And then we sink the hips. Now we're going to pressure vertically. And then we're going to sink the hips one more time to win the out route. Stuff like this works really well with a quarterback like Dalton, who's a really good anticipatory thrower, can get in rhythm with his receiver. And it's just really, really difficult to defend Olave on those type of routes when you're 7 to 8 yards off. Does a great job here stemming, even more towards the outside than even at the defender necessarily, but he's going to get the defender to move so he can open up this window for the slant. An easy win there for Olave. Last one here against Carolina. Kind of a two-way go type of thing. Which way am I going? Which way am I going? Breaks to the inside. Understands defender is going to close at him in a hurry. What does he do? And even Dalton, I think, realizes this, throws it to the outside shoulder, but he does a great job setting yourself up, catch to attack transition, right? We're sinking the hips. We're planting the feet. As the ball arrives, we can explode off of that plant foot. Great defender awareness, and he's able to convert that into 6 points. Chris Olave does all of the little things well at receiver, and it's very easy to see that. When it comes to winning against man coverage, right? Attacking leverage, using stuff at the top of the route when necessary, staying efficient through your breaks. Again, we get the real understanding of zone coverage, helping your quarterback out by, finding ways to win at the catch point, even though you're not the biggest receiver, and finding ways to find soft spots in zone on the scramble drill. So it's all the little things. The fundamentals with Olave are so good, and he's got the deep threat skill set. He's getting better at the catch point, and he's already a top-tier route runner in this league. It wouldn't shock me with another strong season in New Orleans that Chris Olave elevates himself to a top 10 receiver in the league. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Chris Olave. If you did, throw a like down there, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more content on the channel coming soon. It's football season. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.